This Moncks Corner native and Berkeley High alum has been working steadfastly for nearly a decade to establish community enrichment in the Moncks Corner area.
Now, if you're from the Moncks Corner area, you might be familiar with Leonard McKelvey, but the rest of the world knows him as Charlemagne the God.
Things I do, I'm just trying to lighten people's load a little bit. So it's like, if they don't got to spend money on school supplies or spend money they don't have on, Thanksgiving turkeys or whatever it is, scholarships, like school, whatever it is, whatever I can provide a little bit of relief, they can take that money and hopefully pour it into something else.
When asked what he thinks Moncks Corner needs, he replied,
You gotta provide some type of you got to provide something that just gives people opportunity, that gives people hope, that makes people feel like, whatever it is that they want to do, they have a great shot at doing it. And I just think that's what places need. Like, you just need more, they need more resources. They need more money poured into those communities. You need more, you know, trade schools. You just got to create lanes of opportunity for people to walk through.
This land has sprouted a growing legacy of farmers whose hearts are as big as their harvest. The Fields family has been serving Charleston residents and beyond for generations with fresh and now organic produce.
the Fields Farmers Market is a staple in Johns Island, supplying locals with produce that has a taste you just can't get at the grocery store.
It's not as flavorful or potent of a flavor. It's more muted. Whereas when you get the stuff, especially when you pick your own strawberries, I mean, it's just like biting heaven.
The legacy of this Gullah Geechee family dates back 3 generations with Robert Sr. and Nancy Fields. Joseph has since taken over the stunning 50-acre farmstead and continued on their legacy.
I learned it from my parents. And, I was a young fella. I used to go to the farm when I was young and watch my daddy plant stuff and harvest stuff. And I had to hold it and keep it clean and whatever. Now we use plastic mulch to keep it clean. Farming is a job that you have to love it. 'Cause it's a tough job, but you got to love it.
And love it he does, so much so that Joseph set out to grow chemical-free produce over a decade ago. Now, he is certified organic. As a farmer, especially in South Carolina, the ongoing drought could drastically affect crops.
You couldn't control the drought because once it gets dry, everything don't last as long. You may have a good crop this week, and then by being so dry, next week it's done gone. You got to have some type of water to keep it going, or the drought will wash you out.
However, Joseph says the drought is not washing him out, as the Fields have an irrigation system running throughout their farm that they implemented back in 1998. From planting to selling, all is done on the same land. Just a short distance away is where Devon manages the Fields Farmers Market, where locals buy the fresh produce.
And I love what I do. I love the customer service. I love the fact that people rely on me to help them eat healthy.
But originally, Devon did not aspire to work on the farm. After college, he actually went into sales and accounting, which ultimately helped him on his journey of managing the market.
You might have spotted the Charleston Hat Ladies on Easter wearing their exuberant hats, walking together down the streets of downtown Charleston. But I will say, these ladies do not parade, they promenade.
The Charleston Hat Ladies held their first promenade on Easter Saturday back in 2002, and it's been a tradition ever since. The top hat lady in charge, Archie Burkle, describes what promenading means to her and her surrounding communities.
We don't just look pretty, we do pretty darn good things the rest of the year. We're big volunteers supporting many good causes throughout the community.
The Hat Ladies' annual Easter Promenade brings the stylish brigade together in fellowship, like Sissa Green, who has been a hat lady for over 20 years. She says when locals or tourists see the Hat Ladies Promenade, they say, only in Charleston.
Oh, it's the very best. First of all, to live in Charleston is such an honor, but to be with this group of beautiful ladies and gentlemen at Easter time, it's just the best ever.
And thank you for starting your day and weekend off with us. I'm Zandrea Mays.
We're so glad you're here with us today. I'm Delilah James. We want to start with wishing everyone a happy Veterans Day.
From News 2 to you, we thank you for your service. Patriot Point officials say all guests who visit the museum are welcome to watch all Veterans Day events with the cost of their admission. The Chief of Staff at Patriots Point, Chris Hoff, says the events run throughout the weekend and tickets last all day. And the city of North Charleston held Veterans Day ceremony honoring the men and women who have served and currently serve our country. It took place at the North Charleston Performing Arts Center. Many attended the event to show support from the veterans and active duty members of the military. Many reflected on memorable moments throughout their service and that shaped them as people. Also, in recognition of Veterans Day, the Vets for Vets organization held a special event yesterday in Goose Creek. At the event, you couldn't miss the cars, every color and model of Corvette, on the way to deliver some very special news, surprising Stephen Keller, a fellow veteran, with a free home remodeling that includes a new roof, appliances, flooring, paint, and landscaping. And Military Magnet Academy in North Charleston honored veterans this week. Their annual Veteran Day ceremony and parade took place Thursday morning. Students and staff say lots of planning went into the event, and the ceremony was important because it showed the military students another side of veteran appreciation. Students who helped plan the ceremony say they have a deep-rooted appreciation for veterans.